All right, well, we enjoyed breakfast in the Boston Sapphire Lounge for the third or fourth time this week. That was great. Now we are heading to the gate to fly JetBlue to Nantucket. We have a quick turn in Nantucket. We arrive at 10:30, and then at 11:15, we fly from Nantucket to New York LaGuardia. Now, we booked the flight from Nantucket to New York LaGuardia via Etihad Guest for 6,000 miles and about 20 bucks a piece. We were not able to check in online, so we had to see somebody at the airport. So we got to Boston Logan really early this morning, hoping that somebody here could help get us checked in for the Nantucket to LaGuardia flight. And ultimately, they were able to do that. I think that the problem is that Etihad does not transmit the birthdays correctly, so she had to enter them in the computer system. But the good news is they were able to do that in Boston, even though that flight starts in Nantucket. It only took a few minutes. It was actually really quick and pretty easy, so I'm happy about that.
I have a quick update to share on JetBlue flights booked via Etihad Guest. We were recording this week's podcast, and I mentioned to Greg that I had another JetBlue flight booked via Etihad Guest where the birth dates were missing for my wife and I. The kids' birth dates were in there, but for some reason for my wife and I it showed no birth date. And I assume that was the problem the first time around. It also showed no birth date for us, so we weren't able to check in online. So I assumed we weren't going to be able to check in for this next one online either. Greg suggested, why don't you reach out to JetBlue via their chat support and see if they can just add the birthdays in advance. I expected that they would tell me to contact Etihad Guest and that Etihad would tell me it's JetBlue's fault, but I was wrong. I chatted with JetBlue chat support, and it only took a couple of minutes. They were able to add our birthdays to the reservation, and I was able to check in online when check-in opened.